What's up, everybody? I'm getting stronger and have some muscles, but not a whole lot. Happy Saturday! I learned how to do the Spider-Man. I'll show you guys that one later. So, things you might need if you're going to start a workout class. Number one, some good shorts so other people don't see your bottom or up there. A yoga mat, a dumbbell, and a towel because your gym might not have towel, and maybe an exercise ball and some dumbbells. Those are the things you need. Now, I am going to talk about something. How? Boom. Sorry, people, that you guys have to wait. How to cope with losing a baby. The stuff out of life with a newborn baby. 5 ways to decide death of your child. Embrace all your feelings and emotions. You're entitled to whatever feeling comes up you may experience. Intense anger, guilt, denial, sorrow, and fear. All of which are normal for a behaved parent. Nothing is off the table. Nothing is wrong. Throw out timelines. There is no timeline to grief process. Every individual is just an individual. For years, you rely on popular notion that people progress through 5 stages of grief that begins with denial, ends with acceptance. This new thinking is that there is no series of steps to complete in the grieving process. Instead, people experience on grabbing bags of feelings and symptoms that could go on eventually live. In a recent study, scientists learned that many people accept the death of their loved ones right from the beginning and report more yearning for lost years individual than the feeling of anger and depression. Because the grieving process is too personal to each individual, couples sometimes find themselves that odd because they can't understand the other way of dealing with the loss. Understand that your spouse may have difficult coping mechanisms than you do, and allow him or her to grieve in the way that suits them. Don't worry about numbers. Take time out from work. Turn your faith if you can. Delay decision making. Wait at least 1 year before making any major decision. Don't sell your house, change location, divorce a partner, or alter your life significantly. Wait until the fog has lifted and you can clearly see the options. Be careful to impulse decision making in daily life. Some people thought life is short. Trust in time. Take care of yourself. Be very gentle with yourself. Get plenty of sleep. Remember to eat. Stay hydrated. Use alcohol in moderation and stay away from illegal drugs. Use prescription medicines under doctor's orders only. Reevaluate your relationship if they become hurtful. And honor your child's memory. Host a memory gather. Set up a wage page. Create a scrapbook. Make a memorable donation. Set up a scholarship. Make an activity. Depends on the circumstance of his child's death. You may want to get involved with an organization that calls attention to the particular cause of alcohol for changing for a legal system. Light a candle. Celebrate birthdays if it feels right. Get outside helps. Talk to a therapist. Join a Bravely Meant group. Find an online forum. So if you're dealing with a miscarriage or a loss, that is one way, and I'll find more. Lost a baby. How to cope. How to cope as a couple. How to cope. Losing a baby is one of the most devastating experiences you ever to go through, and very often it's sometimes for which you are not unprepared. What do you do to tell your other child? Well, what do you tell the other child? You don't have another child. Plan for another baby, it says. In the UK, 17 babies a day are stillborn and die in the first 4 weeks of life, just under 1% of birth. Well, I was trying to look for miscarriage, but I can't. Let me try this again. Here we go. And I know that this is a sensitive subject for some people, but I'm like sad that this happened, but it hasn't happened to me, so I don't share you guys' pain with miscarriage or losing a baby yet. So if I don't sound serious and I sound happy, I don't feel what you guys feel. I do in some sense because, and I've never really dealt with loss. I've only lost one person that I've known very well that died, and that was my grandmother 3 years ago. So I really haven't experienced death that much either. So just to let you guys know, if you guys don't think I'm being serious enough, and that I'm all happy. Miscarriage. Here we go. Some of may include bleeding with pulses from light to heavy, severe cramps, abdominal pain, fever, weak, and back pain. What? I want to know how to deal with the miscarriage. And don't just act like nothing happened. And go out and talk to your friends about it too. The ones that have dealt with you. And don't just barricade yourself and not go out or get very depressed. Coping with Americas. What to expect. Well, I'll have to look more into this. But, so, yeah, that was what I wanted to talk about on a Saturday. And, you know, most people everybody's got a story to tell, and they just deal with it their own way. And if you guys want to know the truth, I am not happy all the time, 24/7. Like, for instance, yesterday, my mind was about to have a breakdown just because I was going to go to the place where my ex and me first date was. I was about to cry. So everybody's like, "Oh, you shouldn't be happy. You should be happier. Oh, you don't seem to be sad." Yes, I am sad. Sometimes. We all get sad. It's just some people don't show it as much. I wish I could smile better. So, if I had some money, I would buy a surfboard and try to go surfing. So, yeah, if I ever win the lottery, that's one of the things I'm going to do. Anyways, hold on. I gotta go look for something. And I'm sorry for everybody that has lost their babies or they got a miscarriage, but if you believe in God or anything, you know things get better and you know God has a plan for you, or I think whatever you believe in has a plan for you, and it's just not meant to be, and maybe it was meant because you needed to get closer to God. I don't know, or maybe it's not meant to be because you're about to get a divorce with your husband, maybe. And maybe that would just be causing more problems. I don't know. All I'm saying is, my message is there's a reason for everything in life. And you just gotta get up, pick up the pieces, and stay strong and not try to commit suicide and not give up on life, and to know that there's somebody else dealing it with you and you should probably join a support group. But what do I know about it? I've never dealt with a miscarriage or loss, Willie. Make over Bethany and do not want you to be unaware that our Father, were under the clouds, all passed through the sea. All were baptized into Moses in the clouds and in the sea. All of the same spiritual food, and all drink the same spiritual drink. For the drunks are those spiritual walks that follow them, and that walk with Christ. But with most of them God was not well pleased, for their body was scattered in the wilderness. Now this thing becomes our example, to the intent that we should not lust around evil things as they always lust. And do not become idiot or as was some of them, as it's written, these people sit down to eat and drink and rise up to play. Now let us commit sexual immorality as some of them did, and in one day 23,000 fell. Nor let us tempt Christians as some of them as tempted and were destroyed by Ceres. Nor complain as some of them often complained, and were destroyed by the destroyer. None of these things happened to them as explained, and they were written from all upon whom the end of the age has come. Therefore let him who thinks he stands take heed, let him fall. No temptation has overtaken your expectations such as is common to men, but God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able, but with the temptation will also make the way of escape, that you may be able to bear it. So, have a happy Saturday. Don't drink and drive. Go out and be happy. Smile. It could help somebody else out. Then that would make your day. Smiles are free, so give them away and go out and help somebody else because it will make you feel better. And go out and exercise. Have a happy Saturday.